Hello and welcome from Portugal, from Lisbon, or like the Portuguese say, Lisboa. This actually reminds a bit of Rio de Janeiro because of the Cristo that's there. And that's no surprise, Brazil symbolizing. So now we're gonna go exactly where that happened. Look, over here you can see a sand artist working. This is a rhino, I think. Over there he's making another rhino. Autos everywhere. So here we are at the heart of Lisbon, and here you can see the big square. Here you can see a lot of old school cars. So it's also my first time in Lisbon, so let's explore together and find out what's here to see. Look, it feels like we're in Cuba. We have cars like this. So guys, yesterday we were out for very long. So today we're being good girls, we're only drinking water, but later is the highlight. Later we will see Ronaldo play football because it's qualification for the World Cup and Ireland is playing against Portugal today. So yesterday we got tickets and we're gonna see Ronaldo. And then we're probably gonna drink beer. But for now, we're being good girls. Me and my mom. So now we're exploring the city a bit more and there are so many fountains. Have a look here. So everyone's fountain number 1. There's a big tower there. In the back there's another fountain. So guys, we are in Lisbon, we're in Portugal on the way to the Portugal versus Ireland game. And here obviously a lot of Portugal fans because we're in Portugal, right? Maybe not. Maybe not. Where are the Portugal fans in Portugal? That's the question. Maybe we'll see them later. I'm not lying, there's only Ireland fans. Ireland. Everywhere. Only Ireland fans. One thing that's super important when working remotely is always having charged devices. Especially for me, it is my laptop and my phone, which always need to be charged. So even when I'm working from somewhere where there's no Wi-Fi, I always hotspot my laptop from my phone, which uses so much battery. So it's very important for me that I always can charge my phone. So when I'm traveling, it's very convenient to have a power bank, and it's also nice to have a big power bank so you don't just charge your phone once and then it's already flat. So this is a giant power bank from Itel, Power Go, and you can charge everything on it. You can even charge your laptop, you can charge a fan. Here you can see all the things you can charge on it. So this is how simply I can carry it in my hand. It's quite heavy, I think it's about 3 kilos, but it's very simple to carry like this. Here you can see it has 3 fast charging outputs. And also, if you press the big button here, the lamp goes on. See? So this LED lamp lasts for 3 days. So if you're camping, you really don't have to worry about light because this light lasts for ages. So now I will show you how easy it is to charge my laptop even if I'm sitting here in the open field. So I'm using my laptop charger. I plug it in here. Then I plug it in here. And ta-da! You can see that it's charging. Very easy to use, and I think it's honestly very impressive how much charge can be in such a small thing. And that being said, thank you so much Itel for sponsoring this video. We were so late, we had to run like crazy, and then we got here I think 1 minute after it started. So the Irish people already sang the anthem and the Portuguese were right in the middle of singing. So we were running so fast. I think you were not very happy about this, but we had to run really fast. We made it and now we're here. My mom just had an amazing suggestion. She said, if I was them, I would just put the ball into the goal. Putting water on the grass so it stays nice and lush and green, and it gets very slippery, and then all the players are gonna slip and fall. beautiful. One of the only places in the world where the men's toilet queue is longer than the women's toilet queue is here. Football stadium. Men, women. So this is the end of the game and Portugal won. Everyone is super quiet. This is not normal for me. In Germany, everybody screams. There are people breaking things in the street. You have the hardcore fans that chant for ages. And here, they're just super civil. Everybody's walking home like nothing ever happened. I'm here with someone that wants to be in my video.
Here, if you win there, give your man behind the bar money, and he'll give you tips.
Oh!
It's unbelievable.
It's a magic trick. If you give him money, he gives you beer. Wow. My mind's blown.
It's like magic.
Yeah.
You give them gold coins, they'll give you longer.
No way! Ole! Ole!
The lyrics are ole, ole.
Ole, ole, ole. Here we are inside the church, and we have to be very quiet. That was the church, and that being said, welcome to a new day in Lisbon. Today we are taking another walk. We're going to explore the city a bit more. So what we're doing right now is we're taking the scenic walk of Lisbon, and you can see a lot of autos, a lot of decoration, a lot of things that are very catered to tourism.
Samosa, samosa. Samosa, samosa.
We just went all the way up the mountain. It was actually super exhausting because it's very steep, but look at the view here. So beautiful. So now we're having a little break and drink something because we've been exhausted from all the hiking up the mountain. So here there are a lot of little shops. It's very touristy but very cute. So here you can see these shops.
Hello, sir. Hello, paparazzi.
So now we're here to see the castle, and we're not the only ones, not at all. See how long the line is. So this is the line, only to get tickets. So once you get the ticket, I hope you don't have to stand in line to actually enter. But yeah, we're doing it anyway because now we already went all the way up here. It is insanely crowded, but it's so pretty. So that makes sense that everybody wants to be here at the same time. And it's Sunday. So a lot of Irish people that came for the match yesterday, they come here on a weekend trip. So they will probably leave tomorrow. We're going to be here until Wednesday. Welcome to the castle. Look at this view. Isn't that so beautiful? Wow. So here we see the Christ, and here we see the bridge. So now we're right in front of the castle of Lisbon, all the way on top of the mountain. And now we're gonna go inside and check out how it looks like from the inside to have an even better view from all the way from the top. If I'm very honest with you, it looks exactly the same from the inside as it looks like from the outside.
Una samosa, dos samosas. Para mí hermosa y también preciosa.
See here there's a couple of trees, but that's pretty much it. Otherwise it looks exactly like this from the outside. See, I assume that back in the days there were probably more things going on inside here, right? There were probably rooms and people lived here. The walls is the only thing that's remaining, I guess. So there's probably a lot of things that were inside that just don't exist anymore.
Samosa, samosa.
So now that we're on top, we can see how big these spikes actually are. When you look from downstairs, they look super tiny, but here you can see how big they actually are. So back in the days, they were standing here, they were shooting, and then they were hiding here so they don't get shot. Actually, here you can see even better. So this is where exactly they would shoot through, because here there's just a very tiny gap, and yeah, it's way easier to hide. Look at that. So here we have these houses with tiles everywhere. They're from bottom all the way to the top, full of tiles. Let me show you. Let me show you. So see if you look very closely. It's full of tiles. Even this house, it's full of tiles. Here, this house. So guys, see in Portugal there's a thing called pastel de nata. Pastel de nata. And there's shops that only sell this one thing. See? Here, they only sell this. nothing else. And people buy it like crazy, and they're really, really good. This is where we are.
La policía.
What happened?
Una samosa, dos samosas.
So guys, it's another day in Lisbon, and I want to show you how the houses look like at night here. It's so nice. So you can see the tiles. So if you look very closely, you can see the tiles. They're very, very precisely put together, and they go all the way to the top. And even over there, you can see it goes all the way. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go to Fado restaurant, which is a very typical thing to do in Portugal. So it's traditional chants that they sing, and apparently it's very melancholic but beautiful music about love. So first you get food, and then they will have the performance. So this is the Fado restaurant. See here again, you can see the tiles. They make the whole wall of the whole building. We're gonna go here and we're gonna see the performance. And this is something that we booked way in advance. I think maybe at least a week or 2 weeks in advance. I don't know if it's booked out if you go spontaneously on the same day. It's a Monday, and everything else was already booked out. So the weekend wasn't possible, and now we're going on a Monday. If you want to do this, keep in mind that you have to book this in advance. So now let's check out how it looks like from the inside. Very nice. And look, this giant bottle of wine. So this is my hand, and this is the wine bottle. It's gigantic.
Depois veio a mocidade, depois veio o meio-dia. Foi-se o amor fascinante em que areia.
So now we're back after a long day of exploring Lisbon again. So now I really need some time to chill, and I'm just gonna watch some Netflix and chill in the evening. And oh, what's going on here? I think this is a blackout. But luckily, I have my ITIL device. So with this, I have light for such a long time. So definitely until the power goes on again. And I can even charge my laptop on here to watch Netflix. Let's go.
Hey Upper East Siders, Gossip Girl here. And
So here I'm just going to show you the ITIL device again. You have 3 USB inputs. You have USB-C in and output. If you like camping, if you like road trips, this is really, really good thing to have, just to have some extra power. And if you maybe live in a country where there's a lot of power shortages, just like in South Africa, it is also really good to have some extra power in case you need to use a fan or if you forgot to charge all your devices. So yeah, this is very handy. So thank you for watching, and good night. See you next time. Mwah.